The Tigers line up like this today. There's still no Dambati or Evandro today. Jordi Device and Chris Martin get the chance to come back in. 3-5-2 is what we're predicting formation-wise, but looking at the players in the team sheet, it could even be a 3-4-3 with Bowen working on the right-hand side. Kamil Grzycki getting his first start of the season operating on the left with Chris Martin in the middle, replacing Fraser Campbell. Remember, Tony Pulis' tactics are very classic, very traditional. He likes the long ball game, and that's why the Tigers look as though they are lining up with three at the back today, just to fill the centre of the defence and stop those long balls being played. Touch by Device, over the top, looking for Bowen. Can he round his way past George Friend? It's Grzycki, he finds Bowen! And he headers just wide of the target. Where was the marking from Middlesbrough? Jarrod Bowen right in the middle. And even so, with 3 or so minutes on the clock, that could be one of his best chances all afternoon. Borough's throw-in. Both sides trying to find ways to get into each other's final third early on. With 6 minutes gone, Borough could piece something together here. It's Shotton, a low ball in, and that is cleared away. Decent, intelligent flick from Martin. Now this unleashes Grzycki. Bowen is surging to try and get involved. Grzycki there runs into a white wall of Aidan Flint, goes looking for the free kick, but he won't get one. Lehigh with the ball in his hands. The offering is from Bowen. Lehigh now finds Martin, who's very wide. And a free kick goes Hull City's way, and they get on with it very quickly indeed. And it's Henriksen who lets fly, but it's wide of the target. Middlesbrough with a small protest. They feel the free kick was taken too far forward, but they weren't switched on there, and Henriksen getting forward, unleashing, and it's not far away. It's got power, but it lacks accuracy, and it's wide of the target. Todd Kane and Bowen are out of the picture for this set piece. In it comes. There is a touch from a Middlesbrough man, but it's wide of the target. It doesn't really come to anything, and it'll be a goal kick. Lots of men around the ball, but they've lost it here, the Tigers, and now Middlesbrough look to surge forward. Hudgell is the only man at the moment, but getting forward quickly are the Middlesbrough wide men. Asumbalonga in acres of space has the shot at goal, the closest they've come, but it was still well away from David Marshall's goal. But where was the man tracking Britt Asumbalonga? When he's got 32 goals in 2 seasons, you want someone a little bit closer to him there, because otherwise he could spell trouble. Lehigh, the wide man. Grzycki now facing his own goal, but he tries to put the ball in. This will float towards the back of the penalty area for Kane. Henriksen, Martin, Henriksen again. The cross will come. It comes out towards Kamil Grzycki. Jordi Device has got to get across for this one, puts in a big shove on Hudgell, and that will be a free kick for Middlesbrough, and Jordi Device feels the pain of the challenge. The physios come on. You look at the bench now if Jordi Device comes on. Kingsley now ready to come on. He's going to have to play slightly out of position here, potentially at the centre, unless Lehigh drops in and then allows Kingsley to get down the left-hand side. McQueen, Friend, and he looks to step away very easily from his men, gets the shot away, but it's very close from George Friend. The fullback allowed to explore the central channel, cutting in from the right-hand side, but thankfully it fizzed over the top of the bar. Borough waiting, trying to work the ball wide. Grzycki though has got pace on Shotton. Looks as though he's lost his ability to dribble in that instance as he kicks the ball out for a cheap throw-in. Ball is now played in. Asumbalonga is there, and Middlesbrough start the second half. Their talisman, so deadly and so feared in the Championship, has struck for the visitors, and Middlesbrough now lead by 1-0. A cheap throw-in to give away as well. The ball so easily played in. Asumbalonga is always going to ghost in. The touch is good, it's past Marshall, and it's 1-0 to Middlesbrough. A great start to the second half for them. Whatever was said in the dressing room by Tony Pulis has certainly worked after 5 minutes, and Borough have got themselves in front and will be top come 5 o'clock if it now stays the same scoreline. Hull City 0, Middlesbrough 1. Henriksen back to Tommy Elphick. And now Henriksen, very, very sloppy pass in the midfield. It could be double trouble here. Asumbalonga! But well saved by Marshall. It was straight down his channel, to be fair. Burke. Oh, that's a lucky touch. It's Jared Bowen shooting at goal. But wide of the target again from the Tigers. They're still yet to register that shot on target. But Bowen with the 2 best chances for the Tigers so far. Both of them have flashed wide. Shotton throws it in. And then there is a flick on, and Middlesbrough go oh so close. George Friend in back play applauds Ryan Shotton. And goodness me, that was a tester for the Tigers' defence, and Middlesbrough almost exploiting and using their set-piece opportunities to their full potential. And defence with George Friend. Kane can get a touch, gets it away from McQueen. Bowen brings it down nicely on his thigh, and now he sets stride. Brought down by Clayton, and a free kick here. Clayton certainly not happy with that one, takes his anger out on the turf. Well, what a chance this is for the Tigers. Are they going to make this count here? One of these two, you'd feel, might just have the key to bringing the Tigers back level. Grzycki swings it, and Darren Randolph has to make his first save. He dives across to his right-hand side. Here is Grzycki again with that pace. He gets the ball in. It's a good opportunity here. Surely a penalty appeal as well. The fans were convinced. The referee wasn't. And now Henriksen has the ball out wide. In it comes. Martin again. Now that looks to be a penalty even more. And Darren England points to the spot. Not the biggest of protests from Middlesbrough, but Tony Pulis, he's livid. And this is the opportunity that the Tigers have got to get level. Might not be from open play, but from 12 yards, the Tigers have a chance to pull level. And Jared Bowen, Hull City's poster boy of last season, has had an involvement in 3 of the last 5 goals for the Tigers, looking for his 3rd of the season. Jared Bowen versus Darren Randolph. Bowen puts it in, and the Tigers are level after 68 minutes. Clean sheet record that Middlesbrough have got. That's no challenge, it would appear, to the Tigers. 12 yards out, Jared Bowen shows he's got nerves of steel, and the Tigers are level. Jared Bowen normally doesn't take penalties, but he shows he's been practicing on the training ground. A cool slotted penalty into the left-hand corner, and that might just inspire the Tigers here to go and get more. Henriksen. It's just a little ball towards Rhys Burke, but it's a good ball through towards Henriksen, who gets some connection on the ball, but it is claimed very calmly by Middlesbrough's Irish keeper, Darren Randolph. Shotton. Middlesbrough ending this game with a bit of a flourish. Stuart Downing, he gets the ball into the middle for Howson, and Marshall makes the save. A brilliant stop from David Marshall, concentration throughout the game from him, and he's called upon in the last minute of normal time. But a good header. Middlesbrough, their fans thought they'd won it late on. The final score here at the KCOM, ahead of the Leeds United game, which will prove to be just a similar test. It's finished. Hull City 1, Middlesbrough 1.
The Tigers are back at home on Tuesday.